What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you had a great day today. Hope you had a great weekend. Getting into this episode of GH. Tracy is so extra. Like, was all that necessary? She really got Diane to go down to that school and threaten to take legal action. Like, are you serious? That is so over the top. I'm like, Tracy, come on now. That was so over the top. Listen, as cool as it is to see Tracy all mellow with the kids and, like she's becoming more mellow, I need Tracy to turn back into that Tracy that I know. You know what I'm saying? I need her to get into the mix when it comes down to like ELQ and stuff like that. Because you can't tell me that she don't want anything to do with the running of ELQ anymore. Like, you can't tell me. Because over the years, she fought tooth and nail for that company. And you mean to tell me after all this time, she's just finally over it? She's letting Ned and Michael and Drew and all them make decisions? She doesn't want a hand in it? See, they need to get her back into business. Deception is cool, but you could tell she don't care nothing about no deception. Like, she don't go hard for the deception the same way she would ELQ. Like, the mere fact that she just sits back and allows Sonny to be an investor, no. Tracy would never let that fly. You know what I mean? So, no, they need to get her tough as nails again. They need to get them claws back out. But, I get what they trying to teach little Violet, because violence is never the solution, even though I am happy that she knocked that boy. She done hit that boy. I'm happy about it. He had it coming. But I get where Tracy and them coming from. Sometimes you do got to walk away, even if it is hard to walk away. And it is. Because sometimes you just want to, sometimes you want to give a person a 2-piece and a biscuit. You know what I mean? You just want to knock them out. But I respect it, because I feel like, even with me, I feel like violence is the last resort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go out of my way to put my hands on people. But, it's the last resort. I understand the actress that played BLQ, she don't want to do love scenes. I remember reading that article about her many moons ago, and I get it. But watching her and Chase play mommy and daddy to Violet and all that, it's like, all right, y'all are still young. Y'all don't have no kids. Y'all are newly married. Y'all need to be out here cutting up. I need them to be cutting up. I need them to have some flavor. Like, they need to spunk them up. Like, they need to get them funky. You know what I'm saying? In a good way. Not stinky funky, but you know what I mean? Like, they need to funk them up. Like, you need to add some damn spice in their life. And them, being guardians to this little girl is not the spice that I'm looking for. Like, you know what I'm saying? They need to be cutting up. I'm just saying. Something. They need to, hell, the love scenes between them should be spicy. It's just crazy that they don't want to do that. I mean, I get that you're married and, but many of people who've come before them are married in real life and they do love scenes without a problem. Their spouses ain't got a problem with it because they know what it is. It's acting. I mean, you got a bunch of people on set with you while you're doing it, so it's not intimate. You know what I mean? Like, it's the farthest thing. And I've read interviews with many of celebrities, many of actors, and they've all said the same thing. Love scenes are not as intimate as people as they make it look on TV. Like, you got a bunch of people on set with them, watching them do the scene, in the room with them. It ain't sexy at all while they're filming it. Like, they just make it look that way. That's TV magic. But when they're actually filming it, ain't nothing sexy about it. Like, it's just, you got like 30 people in the room with them. But something got to give with them. Like, they need a spark. I feel like BLQ and Chase have no spark. Like, for them to be newly married and young, you know what I'm saying? It's like, come on now, get with it. Not like they're in their 20s and nothing, but hell, you still young enough. Get down with the get down. Have some fun. Cause some drama. Especially BLQ being a granddaughter of Tracy. Like, she should be blazing that town up right now. No pun intended. But she should be. She should be cutting up. Like, she should be giving that man some gray hairs early on. Come on now, police detective being married to the granddaughter of Tracy Quartermain. The storyline kind of writes itself. Please, put me on the damn writing team. Come on now. BLQ would be giving that man headaches every day. Good and bad ones. I'm just saying. Why is Gio still here? I like the actor. I do. I like him. I just feel like this character is just he serves no purpose. But by the way Lois is looking, like the facial expression she made when he was talking about his parents and stuff, and I remember when he mentioned his parents before around BOQ and the face she made, that's very telling to me. Cause why are y'all making these facial expressions? Like, is it true? Like, BLQ really is that boy mama, and y'all just lied or whatever? Cause maybe she wasn't ready to be a mom. Like, it's these facial expressions. You know what I'm saying? Cause his parents have been gone a really long time, so it's like, why are these facial expressions all the time? It's kind of weird. It's like it's an anvil that you're dropping. You know, it's like a tiny bomb. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of Diane, Diane might as well pack this relationship with Robert up. I'm just saying because if Holly's sticking around town, Robert could do all the reassuring that he want to. I feel like Robert's love for Holly is never gonna go away. Do I feel like that man is truly over her? No, he ain't gonna be over her. You know, he could give Diane all these reassurances like, "Oh, I just want you. That's the past. You're the present and the future and all this." Sir, you sound like Ridge Forrester. How many times Ridge done said that shit between Brooke and Taylor? Come on now. You sound just like that fool. I done heard it all before. Let's be for real. He going back. Because let's be for real. When Sidwell comes to town and he comes a calling, oh, trust me, Robert going to be on it. He going to be Holly's protector every day when he find out about Sidwell. Because Sidwell coming. We don't know when he coming, but he coming. That man on his way. Um, And Felicia know good and well Robert is dating Diane, and she's sitting here telling, you know, Holly, oh, you know, you got to find a way forward with Robert. I'll handle Mac. Man, you not gonna handle no Mac. Mac is entitled to feel however he want to feel about Holly. If he feel like Holly ain't nothing but trouble, obviously he got a sixth sense about it. He been a police commissioner for a long time. He been in the police business for ages. So he clearly has a keen sense. And he ain't lying. Because once Sidwell hit town, trust me, everything Mac done said about her gonna come to fruition. I can see why Mac is guarded where Holly is concerned. And he don't want Robert involved in that. I mean, hell, they in their twilight years at this point. Robert getting too up in age to be dealing with foolishness. But yeah, once he find out about Sidwell, Robert gonna be her bodyguard every day. Trust, Robert gonna be on it. And I know it's gonna eat Diane alive. Because he gonna be spending a lot more time with Holly. I don't trust Brennan. Like Brennan asking her all these questions and wanting a statement from her. Like he want, you know, all this information about Sidwell and stuff. Something tell me he know about them diamonds that she took. I wouldn't put it past Brennan to know about those diamonds. He's slick. Cause something tell me that man don't care nothing about no Sidwell. I think he know about them diamonds. He know. Cause he popped up on her door ASAP. He know. And that's what I like about him. Like Brendan just be knowing stuff. Um. So anyway, moving on from that. That hug between Lucas and Michael was so awkward looking. It was very awkward, which is understandable seeing as, you know, with the Wiley situation. That's totally understandable why it's still a little bit awkward for them, even though it's been some years now. You would think they would be over it by now, but I get it, you know, and I felt like Lucas handled it as well as he could, but I know it was hard for him to see Wiley, you know, here it is, this boy, you know, growing up and stuff, you know, and this is a child that he took care of for the first few months of his life, you know, and I know it's still, you know, brings back painful memories, you know, of what could have been. You know, that could have been his son he's staring at right now. You know, so I see why it's tough for him, you know, plus him standing in the diner and all that that's renamed after his mom. That's all, you know, it's tough for him. So I get it, you know. I'm glad him and Maxie had their moment together and stuff, and she was filling him in on her life. Um, Lucas need to cut out all that nonsense. Oh, don't try to hook me up with nobody. Don't fix me up with nobody. Maxie, I'm glad she didn't even promise him nothing. She kind of sort of promised, but it wasn't a promise. Maxie, fix him up. Hook him up with somebody. You ain't come back to town just to be no doctor and be up around family all day. Ain't nobody got time for that. You need to get you a situationship. Not a relationship, but a situationship. Okay? Nothing too complicated, you know, just, you know, friend with benefits kind of thing if you like, you know, a companion. Y'all can go out to dinner or whatever if you like. But Lucas, you ain't come to town just to be back in no hospital all day. No, sir. You gonna cut up. All these characters need to start getting buck wild. Um, we need to see some action. Um, anyway, moving on from that. I thought those scenes were beautiful between Lucky and Aiden. I really do. When Aiden came out to him, I was shocked because I did not think Aiden was going to come out to him that quick. I did not think so, but I was freaking surprised. And I was actually quite happy with Lucky's reaction to it. You know what I mean? Like, he accepted his son. Because there's a lot of parents out there that don't accept their child's sexuality. And and I gotta say this, as much as Natalia really irked my nerves in that storyline with her homophobia, her reaction was very realistic. Her not accepting her daughter's sexuality, her thinking it's a phase, being in denial about it, that's a realistic reaction from her though. Because there are parents out there who act just like that when they find out their child's sexuality. They brush it under a rug, try to act like you ain't say what you just said. Oh, it ain't true. Oh, it's a phase. You'll grow out of it. That's how a lot of parents who are not accepting, that's how their behavior is. That's how their reactions are. You know what I'm saying? It's sad, but it's very real. So I'm actually kind of happy that we get another take on it. You know what I'm saying? We're getting another side to it. We got the side where there's one parent who don't accept that lifestyle, but then we got another side where there's a parent that does accept it. You know what I'm saying? And I love that. And I ain't gonna lie, I like seeing both perspectives, even though one pissed me off. And I think that's what it's meant to do, piss you off, because there's so many parents in real life that's like that. Sad, but what are you gonna do? But I love Lucky's reaction to it. He's accepting of his child. I love that, him and Aiden got a chance to talk and Aiden told him about his baking and, stuff like that. What I am a little annoyed by is that him and Aiden are pretty much cool on the first day. Like, all these years of abandonment didn't happen. I mean, I'm happy, but at the same time, it's like, so we couldn't stretch this out though. Like, we had to wrap this up in a day. I mean, I guess maybe Aiden is mature for his age, and he's just like, my dad is my dad. Maybe, I don't know. That just kind of annoyed me. Cause I'm like, no, we could have got some good story out of him being pissed at his father. We could have got some real, you know what I'm saying, like good material out of that. Cause like, look how Jake was with Jason. You know what I'm saying? That's that fire I want to see out of Aiden. Cause I wanted Aiden to, read that man for filth, because he deserved it. He definitely deserved it. Um, I'm not surprised that Lucky isn't, a good donor for Lulu. I'm not surprised because you know what? I'm starting to feel like they probably are going to kill Sam and use Sam's liver. I wouldn't be surprised at that because if Lucky is not, a good candidate and Nicholas can't do it, who else going to do it other than Rocco? And I think that's why Dante was pissy in the previews for tomorrow episode, because you already know Dante not about to let that happen. Um, so I'm pretty sure we're gonna see some fireworks between him and Rocco. Because as a child, naturally, you're gonna want to save your parent if you can, But I'm not too surprised that Dante not letting that go down. And I was so irritated because I seen the preview for tomorrow and I seen Lucky all up in Bobby's tearing the damn place like he about to tear it up. Like, sir, you better go on somewhere. Don't tear that place up. Don't go up in there smashing nothing around, acting like no fool. Um, but anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.